Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It is, when I'm recording this, it is Sunday, November 21st, I believe. And in the US, it is just days before Thanksgiving. And so, as people are preparing for that and mindful of the holiday coming up, for a lot of us, we celebrate Christmas. For some of you, you celebrate other things. Whatever it is, it's one of those times of year where it becomes kind of stressful and a bit, for some, it could be a little sad. And for others, it's heartwarming and it's just, the comforts of home. And so this painting is a representative of home. And home is where the heart is. That's what I always believe, and that's what I feel. And so as I was painting this beautiful winter scene here with the red door, I had envisioned a red door. And before I get into the reading, I'm going to say what comes, okay? So as I was envisioning this door, I was feeling into what is behind that door. What's behind that red door? What is behind your door? What is inside of you, in your soul? Who are you? As I uploaded this painting into a website, a group that I'm a part of, I had to do an explanation and a summary of what this painting meant to me. And guys, this painting, the red door that is closed, to me indicates our innermost sanctuary, the very personal side of our soul. Okay, and the explanation that I wrote about this was, behind this red door is memories. It's comfort. It's the feeling of belonging. It is the joy of beautiful seasons and scenery. It is the excitement of a child, maybe visiting grandma or grandpa, or getting ready to receive Christmas gifts, or even seeing the beautiful scenery decorated with a tree or lights or even gifts under the tree, whatever that is for you, whatever that means for you. But as I was painting this, I was seeing a very interesting, it was a very interesting perception that I had, and it wasn't just for me, it was for everyone. And I was envisioning this cardinal that's sitting on the fence, and how beautiful that color is, right? But I was also feeling into what this bird represents: passion, freedom. And I sort of feel like in this reading, this painting, there's so many things that you can interpret. For me personally, I feel like the bird sitting on the fence is sort of waiting for something. Maybe waiting for a door to open. Maybe leaving behind certain things. Maybe leaving behind certain memories or feelings or whatever. But I feel like that red door is the door to um, your personal path, your freedom, your next chapter, or coming in from the cold even. And so there, like I said, there's so many things that you could translate from this painting. I do feel like spirit is here today, but not just spirit. Spirit, yes, but I feel like there are guides with us. I feel like there are, as always, there are beings of light that watch over us. And this message, this door, this entryway into your personal sanctuary, it is your path and your path alone, guys. Not meaning you have to walk it alone, but meaning that it's your path. and no one else's. And so, whatever lies beyond that door in the depths of your soul, only you know that. And only your divine creator knows that. But this cardinal here sitting on the fence is sort of looking off in a different direction. And I feel like for a lot of you, this represents waiting for some message or some green light to go forward. But I hear and I feel Spirit saying this bird has free will to fly, to open up that door to to go off in a new direction, to further explore the depths of your soul, to further explore your beliefs, and to search for clarity. That's what I feel with this painting, guys. I had fun with it. I love decorating the trees and the snow and the bird and the red on the door. When I first painted this, I had a vision of a different kind of entryway, but when I first started thinking about envisioning what I wanted to paint, I was thinking about something else. And then all of a sudden, I was at the last second, no, this is going to be a red door. This red door represents the heart, the passion, the soul. And so I'm going to, sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. I'm going to ask us all to take a moment, as usual, to kind of just breathe and ask your guides to give you a clear message. And maybe it isn't even about direction. Maybe this message is about inspiration. Maybe it's about further exploring you. Maybe this message is about just something that triggers you through this painting. I just felt the need to show the painting. And so I keep fidgeting with it because I want it to be just right. But I'm going to start with the Talking to Heaven cards. This is soul cards for me. I use them for doing readings for people who want to, wrap up something with someone that has passed, or maybe someone that has passed, their energy has come through. But a lot of times I use these cards for me, for you, for your soul. What does your soul want to tell you? And I just want to ask Spirit to deliver this message now, so we know what the core energy is that's going on with us. And guys, these general readings are really about, it's sort of like there is a message here and it will fall with you however it should. It will sit with you however it should for you. Okay. I do feel that someone is here with you that maybe has passed over, and I feel like their energy is here and they're saying to you, I had to pass that way. I had to leave that way, not so much, pass that way. It's having to leave. And I feel like for some of you, this is someone that passed, but I also feel like this could also mean there is a exit from something in your life and you had to leave that way, okay? Your soul is telling you it had to change, it had to end, because this beautiful red door entryway to your soul is, there's not enough room for old karma. And so there has to be some sort of room, making room for something new, okay? And yeah, we hear this all the time, guys, but this is so much deeper than just, oh, you're exiting a job, you're exiting a love interest, you're exiting a relationship, whatever it is. But I also feel on the flip side that because you had to leave, your soul had to take you in another direction from whatever it was, maybe you left your job or whatever, that this is also an opportunity for that door, that path that you've never been on in that part of your life to open, for you to open that door. And if you look at the trees next to it that are decorated, with multicolors, this is celebration. It's not sadness. It's celebration into something new. And I feel like here, this card indicates, no, this isn't to be viewed as a loss. This is to be viewed as an opportunity to fly to freedom, guys. Okay? And so I believe that your soul is trying to tell you, don't be afraid anymore. There's no time or room for that kind of energy. Yes, we're human and we're going to be a little concerned about change. Yes, definitely. But I feel that Spirit is trying to tell us there's so much more. There's so much more ahead of you, in front of you, behind that door that you don't know about. And for some of you, I'm like this a little bit too. I don't know what's ahead of me. And I do tend to focus into the future and project into the future, which we all should plan ahead for our later days, retirement and that kind of thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about kind of trying to focus on an outcome when we should be focusing on the path, right? How do we know what the outcome will be if we don't open that door and walk through it? Guys, I have never felt more sure about something that's changing in my life right now. And I feel as if I was hearing the other day, this is your calling. My life purpose is to be a messenger, to be a healer, to be a spiritual coach. But I also feel I have a calling to paint and to create beautiful works of art and to make them available for others. Because maybe a piece of art, maybe looking at something, maybe it's a certain color, it's something that could trigger you and could kind of maybe bring calm after a rough day, or maybe bring in memories, or maybe it triggers something that has to be healed, whatever it is. And so I feel like this is a surprise for me, to be honest with you, because I didn't realize before that this would actually be part of my life purpose. But it is, and it feels 100% right. It does. And I noticed too that in the last year or so, my skills and my passion and craving for painting has increased immensely. And so I know this is my calling. I do. I heard that. I trust it. This is your calling. And I know that however this opens up for me, it opens up for me. And I know that it's going to be very beautiful opportunity. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not perfect, but I am learning as I go. And I feel like this is a blessing for me. I do. And so I feel like, guys, for you, this door, your soul is trying to tell you, you're ready. You're ready to walk through it. Whatever this new venture is that's coming in for you, that you've been growing into, it is waiting for you. And I feel like in the past, maybe you have kind of gone back and forth on this issue, overthinking about, how do I do this? What do I do? How's this going to turn out? What if I fail? But I don't think you feel that anymore. And if you still do, you won't for much longer, because I do feel that this is a blessed opportunity for you. And some of you may not know what that is for you yet, but you will. Sometimes when we don't see things coming, it's because we're not supposed to yet. There's a few more things that need to happen in our life, on our path, before we actually venture into that, before we actually venture into on that path, on that new opportunity. I do feel that there are guides with us, always guys, but I do feel guided to use this deck here. And let me tell you, when I use these card decks, they're not just cards I'm reading. They're confirmations that come through from Spirit to help guide us on our path. And for whatever reason, there are certain ones that I'm drawn to each time I do a reading, and I don't just think and overthink about these. I ask for guidance, and I just know this is the one for you. There is let me just do a little more shuffle here. There is a feeling of a spirit guide with you. And what's the difference between angels and spirit guides? That's one that we'll have to get into. And maybe I'll start doing some recordings or videos of information like that. Like, what's the difference between angels? Right now I don't want to get into it, but because I want to do this message. But I think that would be fun. I think it would be interesting, and I think it would be very helpful for a lot of us, huh? So thank you, Spirit, for delivering this message for us. I feel like for a lot of us, including me, the key to moving forward and moving through that door into your life purpose, or discovering more about your life purpose, or moving into something more beneficial or good for you, for your soul health, for your physical health, for your mind health, for your emotional health. I feel like your guides are trying to tell you to see only love, okay? Everything you do should be from your heart, all right? The mind can play tricks on us. The mind can bring up old things that we maybe still have bad feelings about, and that we didn't have a good time in the past with something, but here Spirit is saying, see only love. And that means follow your heart, follow your passion, follow your desire. And I feel so much new energy here. And I don't normally read from the cards, but I feel like this is appropriate. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within yourself and each person. And so your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So here Spirit is trying to say, and I've been through this myself, guys. I've been experiencing moving past. I'm going to put those cards up a little bit in case you want to view them. Let's see here. Moving past not just people or what they did or how they treated you, but situations as a whole, the whole situation. And I feel as if Spirit is trying to tell us, you don't belong in that anymore. You've either walked away and you still think about it, or you're going to and walk away from some situation that just is not good for you. It could even be a habit, guys, but however this resonates with you, like maybe, like when I say habit, I mean maybe somebody gambles too much or drinks too much or whatever. And I'm not poo-pooing gambling or drinking in any way. I'm just saying Spirit's trying to say that maybe someone indulges too much in certain things. And so that is, I feel like that isn't serving you. Loving yourself enough to clean up yourself in a lot of ways, and moving on so you can walk through that door into something beautiful. And guys, when you walk through, when you heal and you move past things that aren't good for you, it opens up that beautiful door of opportunity to It's like your self-respect, your love, the love for yourself is the key to unlock that door and to move through it and to fly free like the bird, right? He's sitting on that snow-covered fence post and just kind of waiting for something. But I feel like he is maybe resting for a moment before he takes his flight. And I feel like that's what's been going on too, guys. Like maybe we've been resting for a little bit, or Spirit wants us to rest for a little bit and focus on light and love and goodness and that beautiful place within yourself, okay? I feel like some of you, this is a creative project coming up, whatever it is. And I feel like this Spirit is trying to tell you that your soul longs to be free and to not be bound by certain conditions anymore. Your soul longs to be, for you to be creative, to create something, even if it's for some of you, for some of us, it's art. I paint. For some of you, it's creating something beautiful in your life, like a solution to something maybe, or maybe you are a creative person in the arts, or maybe you are someone who wants to do something unique and different in the world. And so whatever this creative project is, the key is behind that door, within your soul, within you. It's okay. It's great to daydream. Guys, this is what Spirit wants you to do right now. Take some stillness, and focus on what are your desires? What is it you want? Because if you're wishy-washy and you don't quite know, the universe is like, how can I pinpoint? If you're constantly moving, hold still. So Spirit is saying, hold still for a moment. Maybe you guys have had a pause in some kind of action or timeline, but there's always a reason for that, guys. Always. There's always a reason for stillness. And sometimes, if you've ever heard that expression, 2 steps back and 1 step forward, or 2 steps back and whatever. It's like a rubber band. Like if you hold that between your fingers, pull it back, and then let go. Whatever that object is launches, right? And so Spirit is saying, let yourself pull back just for a sec if that's what you need, in order for your forward movement to take off. Because I do feel like something is launching. I feel like something is in the works to move forward for you. And guys, if this sounds like a repetitive message, it might be, because maybe you have not been ready yet to allow yourself to launch forward, and to fly free, right? I feel like this painting does represent celebration. The lights, the star at the top of the tree, that to me represents an Aquarius type of energy, like something coming in. I want to say a truth, but I also want to say lighter energy, right? What is behind your door? What is behind your door for you? And I know some of you want to know, right? I do feel as if I'm going to just actually touch base with the energy cards for a moment, because I feel like there's something that we need to hear, or something that we need to feel into. I do feel like some of you hearing this message, you're going to actually have strong feelings towards something that is 100% your calling. That's what I'm feeling here. Because look at the sun. We got the sun card, guys. The sun comes out. It's like all of a sudden you realize, this is for me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like, yes, we need to do the legwork, but we also need to allow for our guides to help us, to allow us to hear our own inner voice, okay? And to um, take baby steps when we need to take baby steps and lunge forward when we need to lunge forward. This is um, like the clouds parting and the sun coming out, and you're 100% sure of what it is that you need to do, and you're 100% sure of your guidance and what needs to happen within yourself for that. Okay, the angel of love comes in for all of us now, and this angel of love is all about your key to freedom. Okay, um, I'm gonna just ask our guides for another. Ooh, thank you. Boy, that card went flying. Hold on one sec. And it came out upside down. So guys, this card, before I show you, represents, typically, if it's right side up, someone being stuck, all tied up, but it came out upside down. And lately I've been doing more reverse readings. Normally I don't, but in this case I'm 100% sure that this means that your days of being entrapped in something are over. And it's time, because you have a contract here. You have a soul contract, and it is through that door. It is a soul contract for you. Something new in your life. Something that you never thought of, maybe, and you never thought would happen in your life. And maybe you had dreams about it before, but, daydreams, or, oh, that, if only. In fact, my partner and I were talking yesterday about, what we would do if we won the lottery. And there were so many things that came up. And it was like, for an instant, I wanted to say to myself, if only. And then I thought to myself, that's what keeps us back. That's what holds us back. That doubt, that moment of insecurity, of this is a pipe dream. And this is what I've been talking about for a long time. The way to manifestation is to feel that you belong with it, guys. You belong with it. And I'm not saying that, do what you want with that. Some people buy lottery tickets or whatever, and that's great. But when you do that, say a prayer first, okay? And say, thank you for this beautiful win, no matter how much money it is. Thank you for thank yourself for allowing yourself to believe in the miracle that you are, to believe in the alchemist that you are, to believe in the manifester that you are, and that all comes from love within yourself. I'm a firm believer that if you approach things in desperation, that energy that's attached to it, like that fear energy, works against you. And so I always feel like if you're gonna manifest something or want something, you should not approach it with fear and, oh God, if you give me this, I promise. And I don't feel it's even your divine creator saying, no, I'm not giving it to you because you're too fearful. It's not that. It's what is within yourself. How do you feel about you? This is why I'm a spiritual coach. I'm learning too. Let's see, Archangel, I knew I felt Archangel Raphael earlier. So he is here to say, your healing is being rewarded. You allowed yourself to heal past certain situations. And this is a 1-1. I feel like this is a win-win. I don't know if I heard when I saw this card, 8, 9, 10, 11, the number 11, I heard 1, 1, win-win. This is a win-win situation here. So whatever you're doing, whatever action you're taking, it's a win-win for you. I do feel as if I feel like some of you may be creators or inventors or something, and I feel like you've tried a lot of different, you've approached a lot of different ideas, and none of them really panned out. But there is a door open in front of you. There's a door. And I feel like Spirit here is saying, um, there it is for you. It's time for you um, to give into your soul. Soul matters, right? And that whatever it is that you are looking for is through that door. So archangels, Samuel or Shamuel is here to say, I'm helping you find that. And it's not through fear. It comes from the soul, um, the soul, your soul, and that will be your compass. I do want to say that the community card here is kind of calling out to me, and it's saying you will be intuitively guided to people that will help you. Maybe it's fund a project or to help give you guidance or education in whatever it is that you're doing and going towards, or maybe learning something. But I want to just, before we close this out, I want to ask our spirit guides here for a piece of information before we close this message out, guys, okay? Woo, thank you. Goodness. Yeah, between worlds, guys. New directions. New directions. You're like that bird sitting on the fence, that beautiful, beautiful cardinal, waiting for something, maybe resting, and then he's flying off and flying away to freedom. And that's what's here for you. You're flying away in a new direction, not to be feared, but to be celebrated, right? To be celebrated, to enjoy the changing of the season, to enjoy the light that will illuminate your path forward to this new world, this new place. This is for you. For you. This turtle reminds me of Finding Nemo, and that one scene where I think his name was Rush, right? Rush or Crash? Rush, maybe? And he's going with the current, and all of a sudden he takes off. I'm pretty sure that was from Finding Nemo. And that's what this reminds me of. You're on this current. Are you going to fight it or are you going to go with it? Because it is a fast current. It's coming in and you're going to take off. I'm just feeling it without a doubt, guys. That's what I feel. We have to move past the doubt, the self-doubt. We can allow ourselves to have a little stumble sometimes and to understand that if something comes up, we know how to deal with it. We know how to deal with the fear, the doubt, the trepidation. And we get through it, okay? We do. We move past it. Maybe even some of you know people who are naysayers. They're like, really? Think again. Because, I've had people tell me before, not recently, but in the past, you can't make a living off of your paintings. You need to get real and understand that you may not sell them, or so don't leave your full-time job. Don't do this. Don't do that. And logically, I know all of this. Don't just up and quit something because you have a family to provide for. But at the same time, I also know now that whatever anybody says to me, it's up to me to believe in me, to believe in my future, to believe in my calling. And so I feel like there are hidden realms beyond this door in your life purpose coming up. Something's coming in for you, coming up for you in your life purpose, in your movement forward. And so there are hidden things that we don't see. Someone was telling me the other day that she's not sure, she's like, sometimes I just feel like, what's the point? Because I've been kind of stuck in this place for 20 years. And what I felt and what I feel right now in that is that we guys have a key. We do. Some of you, it's okay. yeah, whatever you believe. But personally, I feel in this message, I feel that yes, we do have moments where we need to allow the guidance to come in, allow the universe um, to point us in the right direction. But I also feel like we have to make movement too. We have to be able um, to help ourselves open that door, right? It's like you're the only one that has the key to that path. And so we do have to do movement. We do have to take chances. We do have to take what we feel might be a risk. Um, and and that puts us on that path forward to open the door to your soul, to your sanctuary, to your path, to your light, guys. Um, and I feel like Spirit is so wanting you to know this so badly, and wanting you to know that you can trust yourself. I think some of you probably haven't been able to trust yourself because up to this point, maybe your life hasn't been the greatest. Maybe you haven't had it easy. Maybe, but you know what? I feel like this, I just want to say this. I say the phrase I feel like all the time, but it's because that energy and what I'm tapping into is actually what I'm feeling. So I apologize if it's repetitive, but I do feel that energy of coming into a really nice balance within yourself, self-respect, love, confidence, uh, opening that door, taking that key out of that hidden place and opening it up wide to move into your future, to move into your now. Yeah, I feel like there is a very, whatever your story is, whatever's in your path, be the one to take the lead, okay? Make sure that it is 100% peace in your heart for whatever it is you're going to take action on. And know that you have the key. It's like, what is that movie, The Sword and the Stone? Excalibur, I think. He was the only one that could take that sword out of that stone. No one else could. You know why? Because it was no one else's it was no one else's path. It was his. He was meant for that sword, and for whatever he was going to do with it. But so with us, it's the same story. We are the ones that have the key. We are the ones to open up that door to freedom, to self-love, to self-confidence. Um, I I feel like we do have to go through a period of um, that transitional phase where change has to take place, and it is it can be exhausting mentally, physically, emotionally. Lately, I've been emotionally drained. I will be honest with you. Right now, I feel like this message helps me as well. And I do think for me, it's because it's this time of year, missing my son, and um, not so much mourning the doors that I've closed behind me, um, but it's more about, I also am emotional because I'm grateful and I have gratitude to my God, to the universe. Um, I feel like a helping hand has come down to kind of open the curtains for me to see into my soul, to see, clear the energy around me so I can move forward and migrate deeper into my authentic self, which is why I am painting more and putting that out there. Um, and then I just want to do the Celestial Gatekeeper is here. I feel like this gatekeeper is you, and timing is crucial. I feel like you're that gatekeeper, okay? So you're the one that is being called to open that lock, to unlock it. Congratulations, this is your new home, your new path, whatever. It's you that can do that, guys. No one else can do it for you, okay? Um, and I know some of you are, you know, like, okay, it sounds good, but how do you do it? By daily practice in loving yourself. Guys, give to yourself. Forgive yourself. How do you forgive yourself? Be in those still moments and just find beautiful things about yourself and ask for help and guidance in forgiving yourself for something or forgiving a situation. I know people who kind of just believe that they have to wait for something, some sign that shows them that their chapter is done for whatever situation that is. But I feel like, yeah, sometimes things are fated and it naturally happens, but I also feel like we have to make that decision and movement on our own too. And that's why we have that dual spirit, body, mind, spirit. And we have the free will to make choices and to know to love ourselves enough to make the right choices. Okay. It's taken me a while. And, you know, my life hasn't always been easy. It hasn't, you know, as a healer, I feel like my life has been about kind of being a forerunner for others. And it's been, okay, I learned this, and this. Now I can grow and I can bring messages for people that are going through things. And that's kind of how I feel my life has been. And if I lay down and cry about it all day, about something that happened 10 years ago or 20 years ago, how am I going to grow? How am I going to move forward? So Spirit says it's not that it's not like you're trying to be, oh, well, it happened, I'm moving on, no, it's like it's a timestamp. It's like a stamp in your soul. It's like, okay, I have these battle scars, but they no longer hurt me. They no longer are, my heart is no longer in shreds. I'm moving forward. I'm healing. And just by being in that energy alone is a huge step forward in healing. So I feel, I feel like, here we go again. I do feel as if there is a sacred destiny here beyond that door for all of you, for me included. And I feel like Spirit is here to say, you have the strength, you have the courage, you have what it takes to be a success in whatever it is you're going forward with, okay? Sometimes I'm hard on myself with my paintings, and other times I look at it and say, wow, Naomi, you're pretty good. You're not bad. But I find that when I do that, it's a harsh energy on myself. And I feel like we should all celebrate. We need to celebrate whatever it is that, find something good within yourself, guys. That is the step to healing. It is a huge step to moving forward with love for you, for loving yourself, for forgiving yourself for being in a situation maybe, or leaving behind a situation, okay? Letting it be in the past and letting it be, finding a silver lining in something, finding a silver lining in what happened and what you learned from it and what you will or won't do going forward, or what you will or won't accept going forward. It's all about self-mastery, self-growth. Self-growth. It's a hard word to say. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope you have enjoyed my painting. And however this resonates with you, so it is. And it will be blessed. Give yourself a moment to thank your guides. Thank yourself. And feel free to leave a comment or a thumbs up for me, please. Because I I am deeply grateful and thankful for all of you, and thankful that I can be here and have this life purpose to share messages with you. Until next time, have a beautiful weekend and take it easy. Please don't overdo in preparation for the holiday, Thanksgiving. Take it easy. Take a moment to breathe, even while you're driving to the grocery store to pick up food for Thanksgiving. Take a moment to breathe in and out and focus on the calm energy around you, within you, that wants to be you, part of you. Love you all so, so much. And until next time, namaste.